Bueno, hola, ¿cómo están? ¿Qué han hecho y qué no han hecho? Bienvenidos a su canal Hanson Angel Life and Fan. Su espacio, su canal, nuestro canal, el canal de todos. Vamos a seguir con The Council. Episodio 4. Burned Bridges. Parte, creo que era la despedida o despedida. Creo que sí. Vamos a ver. No estoy muy seguro, pero creo que sí, ¿cierto? Creo que sí. Sí. La despedida. O despedida. A ver. A ver, mientras carga. Mientras carga esto, señores y señoras. Niños y niñas de todo el país. Bailen y griten. Muy feliz. Bueno, y mientras vamos jugando, vamos contando historias, dando consejos y muchas cosas. Bueno. Listo. Leyendo datos guardados. Despedida. Jugar. Eso. Jardín. Se llama despedida. Eso. Usa un elixir dorado para eliminar las alteraciones negativas. Bueno, reúnete con tu madre en el embarcadero. Me va a tocar irme lo más rápido posible. Que no me vaya a pasar lo que me pasó la primera vez. Y tampoco me va a no encontrarme con Napoleón o con Manuel de Godoy. Napoleón,
Wow.
sí.
What's the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick.
Eso, golpearlo duro. ¡Pam! Tome. Pero le fue por una cachetada, le va dando un puñetazo. Le va dando un puñetazo bien duro. ¿Por qué no le da un puñetazo? A ver, ¿qué más hay acá? ¿Por dónde es que podemos salir? Escaleras de servicio. Biblioteca. Galería. Eso. Ah, no. Entonces es por acá. Ay, entonces ¿por dónde? No es por acá, ¿verdad? Que no me tope con nadie entonces. El embarcadero. No me vamos a toparnos con Lord Mortimer, qué mal. El embarcadero, ¿cómo podríamos llegar al embarcadero? Sin encontrarnos con Lord Mortimer, en todo caso tenemos que cruzar el primer piso. ¿No será que no debimos de haberlo golpeado? Y razonar con él. ¿Cómo íbamos a razonar con él? No sé. Uy. No. Eso. Ahí hay alguien, pero mejor. ¡Ay! Lord Mortimer. Nos vamos a encontrar con Lord Mortimer. Ay, no. No puede ser. ¡Ay, sí!
Louis,
No.
perfect timing.
As luck would
No.
have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
No quiero. No. No voy a ir de acá.
Excuse me, monsieur. Lord Mortimer is asking for you. Come closer, Louis.
No. Ay, no quiero. Ay.
Come closer, please. It's time we had a little chat.
What's wrong, my lord? Tell me.
Carajo.
What's with all the bodyguards?
Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons. She's right. Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
Dejarlo.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you. Did what happened to Elizabeth Adams have anything to do with you?
Unfortunately, the poor girl became an issue between us, in spite of herself. A family of demons is still a family, and as in all families, there are disputes. Elizabeth's family, the Adams, has always been under the patriarchal control of my father. As he and myself are not really on very good terms, sending poor Elizabeth here was terribly rude of him, really.
You did accept, though.
No, I would say rather I was presented with a fait accompli by Gregory and went along with the intention of helping her. But this is my castle, and everyone is the master of their own home.
Y les voy a decir una cosa. La vez pasada que terminé el juego, que fue el primer final que no me gustó, porque esta es la segunda vez que trato de terminarlo, porque lo he jugado 5 veces y solo la vez la he terminado y como las 4 veces, 5 veces llegué hasta un punto y me tocaba volver a empezar desde otro punto. Llegué hasta el punto donde ustedes ven cuando uno mete el brazo en la parte de prueba de fe. Me mocharon el brazo, entonces volví a empezar desde el principio y ahora llegué hasta acá, y como sé que hay un final que es tenaz, entonces voy a tratar de no hablar tanto con este señor para tratar de ver cómo hago para deshacerme de él también, pero vamos a ver qué. Entonces es mi castillo y cada uno es dueño de su casa.
It was you who killed her.
The child was already condemned, Louis. My father would never have let her be. I had to pass inside her mind and, yes, make her take her own life. Trapped between the unyielding control of my father and your mother's terrible treatments, I wouldn't wish a life like that on anyone. Would you?
So neither my mother nor Peru were ever guilty. You just gave me the runaround with that whole investigation.
Now don't take it the wrong way. I was obliged to keep up appearances so that Gregory wouldn't suspect me. And it enabled me to size you up, Louis.
If you could manipulate us mentally, what's the point of all the theatrics of the conference?
You must suspect that we asked ourselves that very same question. For many centuries, we didn't organize any conferences, and most of the time, it ended in civil war between demons. Many of us were killed during this period. The idea of organizing conferences was the answer to everything. The interest being to erect some rules among ourselves. Our family first divided up all the principal countries of the world. Now, whenever one of us wanted to propose a major change between these countries, they summon the demon in question and initiate a conference. The demon that initiates the proposition doesn't have to give notification of the subject of the conference beforehand. Consequently, we participate along with our best assets. Once the humans are brought together, the conference begins, but we are forbidden to use our talents to influence the participants. The first meeting is held in order to expose the subject to all the participants, followed by several days of reflection, during which we are allowed to be persuasive but not to impose our will. A second meeting closes the conference with a final vote.
So, for you it's a game, isn't it?
I understand your remark, but after living several centuries,
But how
you
do you
stand
agree
back
on
and
global
enjoy
policy?
what... Locally, we often have competing interests, and sometimes we start wars between men which are linked to our disagreements. Most of the time, our father steps in and gives directives, which my family follow to the letter. Indeed, in my opinion, it is high time we moved on.
What do you mean?
Lo que
I
está
mean that a
pasando ahora
new era
precisamente.
must begin. The old monarchic regimes are outdated, and it's time to evolve.
So, Von Borchert, he was looking for the Al-Azif for you.
Exactly. Al-Azif has always belonged to my family, Louis. And with good reason. My father wrote much of it. Can you tell me what you've done with...
What, you mean the Al-Azif?
No, I already know that. Sarah came here with it and got rid of it. I was thinking of Von Borchert. He isn't essential, but he is a trusted person.
He's a prisoner at our headquarters in Paris.
All right. I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
¿A dónde quieres llegar? Necesita el apoyo de la orden. ¿Aún no se ha dado cuenta? Claro que no. Me necesita. Quiero recuperar la lanza. Me necesita. ¿A dónde quieres llegar? Necesita el apoyo de la orden. Claro que no. Me necesita. Quiere recuperar la orden.
I've got an idea, but it might seem stupid.
Trust me.
Am I one? I mean, am I a demon?
Would you like that?
No.
No, I don't think so. I'm just a man, and that's fine with me.
Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been. You, as much as me. You are one of us, Louis. You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth. Where do you think that natural...
No les voy a decir que estoy aterrado porque no estoy aterrado porque ya
talent
sabía
must
esto.
already have manifested
Lastimosamente,
itself
no puedo narrar
somehow.
ni contar
Have
como si
you
estuviera
ever had
sorprendido
any
porque ya
visions?
sabía.
Stop it, it's
Have you
absurd.
never found
Porque ya lo había
yourself
jugado.
suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied to you,
What do you mean?
Louis. I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
Todavía no sabemos tampoco
No,
si es verdad.
no, it's
Porque
not
todavía
possible.
You are my son.
Así haya terminado el juego, tampoco sabemos si lo que le está diciendo es verdad. No sabemos.
Well. So now you're his bastard. You really took me for a fool. Don't make a move, you clowns!
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid! Not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I've had to pay for it. You don't know what it's like.
Tranquiliza a Jack de Perú.
Ed, he's in your soul. I never want to feel that again.
Jack, I did not betray you.
You're just like him.
Inmunidad.
Jack, I've only just found out that I'm his son. You can't hold that against me.
You don't understand.
La
You're
embarré.
already in his clutches. Everything was set up to bring you here and reveal the secret of your birth to you.
La
Open
embarré.
your goddamn
¿Qué pasa?
eyes! You've always been under his thumb! So, what are you gonna do now? You've just found out your true nature. What difference does it make?
Jack, I can assure you that what Lord Mortimer just told me makes no difference.
That's what you think. But you're already in his hands. And you don't even know it, Louis.
No, Jack, it's the contrary. Everything that's been happening here has been carefully planned by the Golden Order for months, and everything is going exactly as planned. Lower your
¿En
weapon.
serio?
It's all right. It's over. You'll make it through, and you're going to get your life back.
You're just like him. You are already. You can't see it, or you don't want to see it, but it's already too late. In fact, I haven't got any choice.
You always have a choice. You know very well what will happen to you if you
Mate a
shoot.
Mortimer mejor. Su hija crecerá sin un padre, será un buen demonio. No conoce a Mortimer los demás.
Jack, I'm the only one who can help you resolve the situation. I'm just asking you to trust me. I'm not against you. It's over. Come now, monsieur.
You know what I told you. Evil and good depend on you, and not on your nature.
Yes, it's true, and the same holds true for all of us.
Monsieur Peru, I am willing to overlook this latest scene. You can thank my son for that. I think, however, that you ought to take your leave for your good and ours,
No soy su hijo
as well
porque
as that of your daughter.
no sé, no sé. ¿Qué tal que sean mentiras? Tampoco puede ser cierto. ¿Ah? Hasta el momento yo hago lo que quiero y he hecho lo que he hecho, a no ser que Mortimer, pues todo lo planeó, Mortimer también, ¿no? Digo yo, creo. Si arrestaron a este Jack de Perús.
Not too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
No, voy a decir que no.
No, not really.
I'm impressed by your ability to remain composed, not to let yourself become overwhelmed by your emotions. For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son.
No quiero.
Relax.
Le voy a decir que
You
no.
hold immense power. It's already there, inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me
No.
show you the way.
I should
No.
relax.
Open your mind. Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you
Esa es la-
deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
I hear them. now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
But I'd be violating their minds, wouldn't I?
No, nothing of the sort. You won't really be penetrating their psyches. Let's just say you'll be picking up residual signals emitted by their thoughts. It isn't intrusive at all. Rest assured, there are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent when used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
Leer pensamientos. Ya eres capaz de escuchar los pensamientos superficiales de tus interlocutores. Cada vez que leas la mente costará un punto de esencia. Puedes recuperar una cuando te enfrentes a una inmunidad 2 si te aprovechas de una vulnerabilidad y 3 si consumes una bruja. Me marcho.
You're right. I need to go now. See you later, Lord Mortimer.
One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
No creo todavía. No. Me pudo haber dado poderes.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the...
Sí. Y ahora por acá. No, qué rápido, no me va a desconcentrar con nadie.
You shot her in cold blood.
What is at stake here far outweighs our personal interests.
Our personal interests? I'm talking about my sister's life. She was my other half.
Calm down, Emily. Calm
Louis,
down.
don't come near me.
I warned you what would happen if I found her.
Emily, put the weapon down.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Well, to be fair, we've all made mistakes.
Esta parte no la había visto, no me había tocado la vez pasada.
I'm all alone now.
Duchess, I am sorry for what happened. I didn't have any choice.
Ah, you! Shut your mouth! You had the choice, all right. You use people according to your own desires, without any scruples.
Excuse me, Duchess, but we're in the same line of business.
Shut it!
And as for Emma, she knew only too well.
No, Emily, look at me. Emily?
What did you say?
Si alguien tiene que matar a Sara soy yo. No es como Sara. No vuelva a cometer ningún error.
No, I'm not like her, and never will be.
Si alguien tiene que matar, no vuelva a
Emily,
cometer.
no! Don't let your anger control you again. We both know very well what happened in your room with Emma.
Whose fault was that, Louis? Who found nothing better to do than come between us? Who?
I'm sorry.
But why did Sarah betray Emma? Why?
Your sister was supposed to hide something, and no one was supposed to have been able to find it.
And she would never have talked, even under torture. So why get rid of her?
Unfortunately, Emily, the creatures who live here employ methods that no one can resist.
I was going to get her out of there for God's sake. So what are you talking about?
Emily Mortimer's a demon, in the literal sense of the word.
What are...
Lord Mortimer has been around since the Third Crusade. He fiddles with his family records so he can keep maintaining his identity. I know it sounds crazy, but I swear on everything I hold dear, that's the truth.
What? But when did...
Louis,
Confrontación superada.
realize what you are asking me to believe.
I know, but it's the truth, Emily.
How do you expect me to accept this? We are in the Golden Order precisely to fight against such beliefs.
Do you remember those deeds we found behind the chimney? They weren't fake. There's a reason why they're all signed by his same hand.
Demons.
In his study, he keeps the Mortimer family tree. They produced only boys, just one per generation, since the Third Crusade, and they are all called William. He justifies his own existence, Emily.
Look, I'm going to believe you, but if you're taking me for a ride...
Unfortunately for us, it'd be impossible to even make up a story like that.
All right, I believe you. Thank him. You owe him your life.
I have always been very lucky to have him as my son.
Sí. Y yo no le voy a preguntar nada y voy a decir que es
I really
su hijo.
thought my next breath would be my last.
Well, anything's possible.
This is no time to be joking. Just help me climb aboard this boat, and let's get off of this cursed island.
No, I'm not going anywhere,
que
and
no?
neither are you, until you've told me everything.
For crying out loud, what are you talking about? No, not now, no. Make him not want to know.
Decirle que ya lo sabes.
I know everything.
No. I beg you, please trust me. He's manipulating you. We must leave.
Paris.
Sí,
Don't you
vámonos.
see he wants you? And he'll do anything to turn
Sí,
you against
vámonos,
me.
vámonos.
Number 12 on Rue des Martyrs.
He had to pay for what he did to me. I panicked. There she was with the baby due. I thought it was the right time to touch it, but
To touch it? By disemboweling her and stealing me from her?
The girl was already condemned to die. He never leaves any witnesses behind. She meant nothing to him. And I absolutely had to find a way of stopping him.
Robando un bebé, me arrebató mi vida, solo querías hacerle daño.
You lost your mind or what? How did you stop him by stealing a baby?
He was multiplying. I had to do something. It took me years to pick up his trail again, Louis. From the second I took you in, I couldn't bear to be apart from you. I looked after you, fed you,
Es cierto,
raised
me
you,
cuidaste.
like a
I know.
mother.
You always took care of me.
I devoted my whole life to teaching you to distinguish between right and wrong, so you would have the choice. You are not like him.
But you never told me.
I wanted to. I very nearly told you everything, at least a dozen times.
You didn't though, did you? Why?
I don't know, Louis.
Falta de valor. Nunca me hubiese contado la verdad. Miedo.
It was easier not to face up to it, not to stir it all up.
Don't judge me, Louis.
You were afraid of my reaction.
I wanted to tell you everything once you were old enough to understand. Forgive me. Louis, yes. I made mistakes in the past, but now I'm ready to...
Do you consider me a mistake?
No, not you. You are what I am most proud of in my whole life. You are good. You fight to do right. You are not like him.
Still, he is my father. Why did you steal me?
No.
You don't want to know, believe me.
For once in your life, be honest. Why all this mess? Why do you have it in for him so much? Why?
Because I'm his daughter. I know what he's doing. I see he has his eye on you. He's
Uy, esta parte no la
hovering around
sabía,
you,
no la había visto.
tempting you.
Menos mal ahora
Did it to me
puedo cambiar
for
todo
you.
diferente la
And
historia.
if you don't live up to his expectations, he will cast you away.
Is that what happened to you?
I wasn't good enough for him, so he rejected me.
What do you mean?
He tried to initiate me, but It would seem I am unable to develop his talent. I can't withdraw my mind from my body.
I get it. The reason why you abducted me is because he didn't love you, isn't it?
He doesn't love anyone, Louis. Don't be taken in.
You are my mother. Whatever you've done, I can't take that away from you. It doesn't excuse everything, but in time we will find a way of putting it all behind
Eso.
us.
Qué bien.
Thank you, Louis. Thank you.
Qué
I
bien.
will never lie to you again. Come on.
Sí, lo crió, es la mamá.
No,
Lo
mother.
crió.
I'm not going back
¿Cómo
with you.
así
I
que no?
can't.
What do you
No,
mean?
sí.
Louis, you can't stay here. He
Don't
will...
worry about me. I have to stay. I still
No,
have a lot to
¿cómo así
learn.
que se tiene
But
que quedar?
you go.
No.
Louis?
I'll see you in Paris. Don't worry.
No. Darle la carta, el pliegue y su bolsa.
Here. This is yours.
Don't forget, Louis. You've got the lance. You can beat him. If you hit him with it, he won't be able to escape from his mortal envelope, and he will die with it.
Eso es lo que tengo que hacer. A ver qué hacemos, vamos a ver qué. He impedido que Napoleón Bonaparte se hiciera con la lanza. He derribado a Napoleón Bonaparte. No he descubierto la mentira sobre Sara de Richel. Menos mal. Podría haber hablado con Manuel de Godoy. ¿Para qué? He convencido a Jacques de Perú de que no disparara. He llegado al embarcadero antes de que hirieran a Sara de Richel. He impedido que Lady Hillsborough disparara a Sara de Richel. He dejado que Sara de Richel se marchara. He descubierto mi naturaleza de demonio. Es que lo que pasa es que saben que si hubiera hablado con Manuel de Godoy, me hubiera tardado y hubieran matado a Sara. Entonces, a ver, nivel 14 y para el 15, 5499 de experiencia. Objetivos completados, 5750 puntos. Rasgos desbloqueados, 34 puntos. Vulnerabilidades aprovechadas, 114 puntos aprovechados. Vamos a política, a ver, entonces ahora vamos a ver ¿qué más? Protocolo comparar de forma adecuada en toda situación. Persuasión, convencer a otras personas. Política, distracción y psicología. Eso. Ahora los libros toca equipar 3. Ay, pero ¿qué pasó? Toca descubrir 3. ¿Qué pasó con los otros libros? Falta 1, 2, 5 por descubrir y un archivo. Bueno. Mantener, ¿cierto? Iniciar.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse.
Es una maldición.
Frankly, I feel like I'm cursed. I hope I'll be able to control this new skill, otherwise my life will be hell. Damn it, what a mess.
Sí.
Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
A ver, ¿quién será? Voy a abrir la puerta. No quiero todavía abrir la puerta. Vamos a ver qué hay más primero acá en el salón. No. En el salón no, en la alcoba. Bueno, abramos la puerta, a ver quién es.
Sir Gregory?
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis.
Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
¿Cuántos somos en la familia? Hay una cabeza de familia. Porque no tengo preguntas.
One thing you must understand regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
Mi padre se equivoca.
Well, if our goal is to direct the future of humanity, it'd work out easier through a monarchic system rather than a democracy.
I see you're a quick learner. From now on, you know the fence that separates William from the rest of the family.
Pero me toca en todo caso votar
Stop steering
por
the
él,
destinies of certain
porque
countries like
así no
France
acaba
or the
con
United States of America in such a dangerous direction. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
¿Está en peligro? ¿Estoy yo en peligro?
Are you trying to warn me that I'm in danger?
That, Louis, will be up to you to choose. Most of all, make sure you don't pick the wrong side. William has had all the time he needs to think about this. You do not. I'm sorry to say this, but this first choice might well be of capital importance to your future. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it.
Uncle,
I've been
no
able to
quiero
help
decirle
you
a nadie
in
así.
any way. Go now.
No. No, porque todavía no, ¿para qué? El que lo crió fue Sara. Usted no tiene que ver con nadie ahí. Puede decirle lo que sea, pero bueno. Bueno, hasta aquí, como siempre, les doy un poco al final del comienzo de un capítulo. Bueno, hasta aquí este video. Maravilloso, genial, sensacional. Recuerden que este es el episodio 4. Burning Bridges, parte 2, Despedida. Y ahora este sería... Cuando se acabe este video, recuerden que... Bueno, mejor dicho, les explico. Este es el principio de la parte 3 de episodio 4. Que no sabemos todavía cómo se llama. Pero bueno, el hecho es que... Bueno, muchos enredos, listo.